Hi, welcome to Photos of Taiwan. My name is Ian. I'm a teacher, photographer, and a Taiwan enjoyer for the better part of 9 years now. So tonight, it's a special night. You notice I'm not wearing my Ricoh GR3 t-shirt. This is actually my work t-shirt because tonight, the company I work for teaching has a big dinner here tonight, and we're going to enjoy ginger duck. So today's photo is day 8 of 365. Will be taken here at some point. Start out here. This is the outside of the place. I'm in the street now. As you can see, it's a big place. This will soon be full. And it's all the teachers and staff from the school where I teach. So we're going to have ginger duck tonight. I'm here early because I managed to, well, I finished at my usual time, but there's nothing else for me to do, so I came here. So this is where they cook the ginger duck. So we can choose. It's a bit like a hot pot. All the stuff goes in the pot, and as you see, there's a lot of stuff here. Duck. This is like pig's blood with rice. We have some doughfus. We have some, I think that's meatballs, kind of meatballs. This is duck blood. This one, mushrooms, mushrooms, and mushrooms, and mushrooms. These ones are called See You Tomorrow because they come back the next day. And yeah, so they'll be cooking it here later on. There is the menu, or here is the menu. Not too expensive, most of it. It's reasonable priced. And over there are the pots that the food is served in. This is where you put your little sauces. This will be on the table later. There's some spicy sauce, some soy sauce. A couple of handsome Taiwanese guys here. Hello. And here we have some beer. We have some soft drinks too, but you notice I went straight to the beer. Taiwan beer, Taiwan classic beer, Budweiser. Yeah, this is something that I see in Taiwan but didn't see much other places. Sarsaparilla. A bit like a root beer, I guess, that one, and some apple stuff. They actually call it cider, but there's no alcohol in it. So yeah, I will continue filming this. I will continue filming this when everyone's here, okay?
He's going to get married. Do you want to have some advice? You see? Eugene.
Eugene's getting married, he needs some advice.
He will do fine. He will do fine.
Be a hero.
Put advice in the comments. So all these good people are my work colleagues from the school. Hello.
Hello.
This table's full of beautiful people.
Beautiful people.
Beautiful people on this table. Yes. Hi. 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 Thank you. Did you see that? He says I'm beautiful too. Okay.
You're handsome.
Handsome. Oh, I like that. High five. I like that. High five.
And the nicest.
You know it's good on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
YouTube. You'll be on YouTube later. Hello. Nice. Hello. 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 Oh, hello. What have we got over here? Hi. Look at you guys. You're all very organized. It's super organized here. How are you so organized? How are you so organized? Our table's just a mess of stuff all thrown inside. Hello.
本来就是你的生活圈会很大，而且没有特别
Whoa.
经营的。
Hello everyone. You're organized too. Wow, your table's so organized. It's all good. Is this you? It's been. Oh, I think I know what that is. Are you going to have those later?
Yeah. I think so.
你是对的，你是对的，觉得优雅。那个吗？大院里那个海盐柠檬。
I told you this place specializes in duck, and these ones here, this is duck balls. Yeah, duck balls.
你好漂亮，一些人。
Hello, hello. I'm good. Hello. 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 Hi. Hello. Nice. Hello. YouTube.
YouTube.
You will all be YouTube stars before the end of the evening. Don't worry. Yes, yes.
Then what should I do?
I don't know. I mean, you can do what you like. I mean, what can you do? That's more to the
I'm
point.
looking for a beautiful life.
A beautiful life.
Wife.
He's looking for a beautiful life, but he said wife. But he has a beautiful wife already.
He's already in trouble.
Right, so you've met most of my work colleagues. I'm going to take some photos now, and that will be day 8 of 365. Yeah. You may be asking why I chose this image. Well, I've got a lot of stuff of my work colleagues, and I didn't really want to make that the main focus of the shoot. I think the actual restaurant itself is like interesting. So the kitchen staff here, I like the way the food is being cooked unattended, and yet the staff are all running around in the background. I kind of like that. So yeah, that's number 8 of 365. I almost forgot. Today's bonus video, it's about portfolios. Yeah, portfolios are an important thing that everyone needs to have, really. Something I struggled with when I was younger at university. I really didn't like making a portfolio, but yeah. So the bonus video is about portfolios.
Okay, if you're a photographer, you know this feeling. You've got literally thousands of images sitting on a hard drive. But the second you think about building a portfolio, you just freeze. Well, today we're going to fix that. We're going to take that chaos and turn it into a portfolio that is sharp, focused, and crystal clear.
Yeah? Does this hit a little too close to home? That little voice in your head going, is this even good enough? Or, ugh, what was I thinking? That's what we call portfolio perfectionism paralysis. It's this sneaky feeling that if your portfolio isn't absolutely mind-blowingly perfect, then it's just not worth sharing at all. And honestly, it's the biggest thing holding most of us back.
You are definitely not alone on this one. So many photographers I know feel like their work is just all over the place. You know, a few portraits over here, some landscapes there, maybe a wedding shot in a totally different style. It can feel really disjointed and, frankly, super overwhelming. But I promise you, there's a clear way through the mess.
So, here's our game plan. First, we're going to tackle that perfectionism head-on. Then, we'll make a huge mindset shift and start thinking like a designer. After that, we'll get into the nitty-gritty of curation. Why less is more. Then build a cohesive vision. And finally, we'll talk about sharing your work in a smart, effective way. Let's get started with the biggest hurdle first.
Okay, first things first. Let's talk about that need for everything to be perfect. You know, the biggest problem with a personal project like a portfolio is that there are no clients, no hard deadlines, nobody breathing down your neck. And that freedom, it can lead to what's called blank canvas syndrome, when you just get stuck wondering if you should just scrap the whole thing and redesign your entire website from scratch. So how do we get from that paralysis on the left to strategic action on the right? The secret is to start treating your portfolio like a client project. Seriously. Instead of waiting for some perfect future project to come along, give yourself small, manageable tasks. Set deadlines. This structure is what pulls you out of that spiral of self-doubt and gets you focused on clear, achievable goals. And that leads us to what might be the single most important mindset shift you can possibly make. Ready for it? Your portfolio is not for you. It's not just a gallery of your favorite photos, it's a design project. And like any good design, it has a user. It has a job to do for a very specific audience. So who is this mysterious user? Well, it could be a photo editor who's got 100 submissions to get through before lunch. It's that potential client who needs to know, like yesterday, if you can solve their problem, or a gallery owner looking for a very specific vision. The one thing they all have in common, they are busy, they are on a mission, and your portfolio's #1 job is to help them find what they're looking for fast. This right here perfectly sums up the disconnect. Look at the left side. That's us. We want to show our whole journey, express our artistic soul, cram in every single decent photo we've ever taken. But then look at the right side. That's them. They need to understand your skills, see if you can solve their problem, and get a feel for your vision, all in about 30 seconds. The whole game is about closing that gap. Once you realize your user is on the clock, it leads you straight to the next step, curation. Because that photo editor or client doesn't have time to wade through everything, you have to be selective. I know, it's tempting to include it all, but a truly powerful portfolio knows that less is more. Being ruthless with your own work isn't a weakness, it shows confidence. So, what's the magic number for a portfolio website? The sweet spot is right around 3 to 5 distinct projects or galleries. That's it. Any more than that, and you're just going to overwhelm your viewer. This forces you to pick only your absolute best, most representative work, the stuff that shows you at the top of your game. I mean, this quote just nails it, doesn't it? A lean, mean portfolio with 5 projects you can talk about passionately is infinitely more powerful than some bloated 20-project monster you feel kind of meh about. Quality always beats quantity. Okay, but how do you actually choose? Here's a super practical 3-step plan. Step 1. Get some distance. I call it the 2-week rule. Just put your work away for 2 weeks, don't look at it. When you come back, you'll see it with totally fresh eyes. Step 2, physically stand back. I'm talking like 10 feet away from your screen, and look at your images as little thumbnails. This forces you to see the overall composition and impact, not just the tiny details. And finally, step 3, for every single photo you consider, you have to ask yourself, does this show off my best skills, and does it scream my unique style? And you know, this whole process of being super selective naturally leads us to our next big idea, cohesion. A truly great portfolio isn't just a random collection of awesome pictures, it's a unified body of work. It's about taking those random parts and weaving them into a beautiful, intentional story. This right here, this is the feeling you want a creative director or a potential client to have when they see your work. You want them to feel that sense of intention, that clear aesthetic. The ultimate goal is for someone to be able to recognize one of your photos before they even see your name attached to it. That's the real power of a cohesive vision.
So how in the world do we create that? Well, it really boils down to consistency. We're talking about consistent processing. Do all your images have a similar color grade? Maybe from the same preset pack? Or are they all part of a powerful black and white series? Then there's consistent framing. Do you stick to a classic 3:2 aspect ratio? Or are you known for your square 1:1 format? And of course, there needs to be a unifying theme, a subject or a story that holds all the images in a single project together. Let's just make this crystal clear. On the left, you have a greatest hits collection. It's a random mess that just confuses people. But on the right, you have a cohesive portfolio. It tells a story. It showcases a unique vision. And most importantly, that's what builds trust and confidence in you as a professional. All right, we're in the home stretch. You've conquered perfectionism, you've curated your absolute best work, and you've built a cohesive vision. Now it's time for that final polish. These are the little details that can make a massive difference in how people see your work. Think of this as your final pre-flight checklist. First, for the love of all that is good, proofread everything. Typos just scream that you don't care about details. Next, check how it looks on a phone. Trust me, a ton of people will be looking at your site on mobile. Make your Get in Touch button big and obvious. Don't make them hunt for it. Make sure your images are sharp, but also that they load fast. And finally, if you worked on a team, be clear and honest about your specific role. Professionalism is everything.
Before you hit that big, scary publish button, ask yourself this one last question. Can you stand behind every single image, every crop, every project title? Look, there's no such thing as a perfect portfolio. That's not the goal. The goal is being able to explain the why behind your choices. If you can confidently answer any question about your work, you are ready.
And really, that's what this is all about. Taking the time to thoughtfully craft a body of work is one of the best ways to actually figure out and develop your own artistic vision. It's not just a website to get a job. It's a reflection of your growth, your point of view, and your unique voice as an artist. So, what story are you going to tell?
I'm just riding my bike back now from the dinner. Yeah. So don't forget, guys, like, subscribe, share, buy me a coffee. Let me know what you think and what kind of videos I can make for you. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.